everyone. This is the Cultural Pittsfield radio show. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM every week for this show. We thank them for all that they do for us. And Bev Prentice runs the board every week, which we thank her also. We had a very successful wreath art sale at the Lichtenstein Center for the Arts. We raised about $3,000 for the South Congregational Church Food Pantry. And Bev was a part of that sale as a wreath artist, so thank you for all you did for that. And we are in the heart of the holiday season here. Boom, the heart of the holiday season. We're so happy to have Carolyn McDaniel, the Director of Communications and Marketing from Hancock Shaker Village, here with us today. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so delighted to be here, and I'm excited to hear about your success with the wreaths. That's wonderful.
I know. This is the second year we did a wreath art sale instead of a wreath art auction. Usually it gets a little feisty with the auction. People get excited, raise the prices. The food is flowing, a little bit of wine, and makes the feisty. Yes. Yeah. So we did the sale again, but almost everyone that came in said we hope in 2022 we will be back to the auction because it is such a fun event. But we thank all of the artists. It's amazing to me. I am not very creative or crafty, I guess maybe is the word. So the people that come in with these wreaths that are just so gorgeous, and Dale Scalise made 7 pieces, including many centerpieces.
Wow.
I mean, they were just gorgeous. So thank you to all of those.
All right, I need the date for next year.
Yes, it's the first Friday of December.
Okay.
Save the date. Yes, we'll keep you posted on that. So normally this time of year, Hancock Shaker Village is kind of sleepy, a little restful, and this year that's not the case at all.
We had a dream.
We had a dream, and you made the dream come true.
We did. We thought, we have such a beautiful location. Certainly everyone in the community sees what a beautiful location is. They're used to coming to us, certainly for baby animals in the spring, and then our summer programming, and it is just a little bit stunning in the wintertime. And we thought, well, what could we do to bring a little bit of holiday to our little part of the area and invite people to enjoy it with us?
Yes, Hancock Holiday Nights.
Hancock Holiday Nights. So it's 15 nights in December. We've already had our first 4 successfully, so it was great. So we've got 11 more. It's this weekend, Thursday through Sunday, the 9th through the 12th. Next weekend, Thursday through Sunday, the 16th through the 19th, and then the 3 days after Christmas, so the 27th, 28th, and 29th. All of those nights from 5 to 8 p.m.
That is amazing. And we are taping this. This will air for 2 weeks on Friday morning. So that's great that everybody will have a chance, no matter when you're listening. This is running the 2nd. It started the 2nd, and it runs till the 29th for 3 nights each week. So whenever you're listening to this, there will be more chances to go.
Exactly.
So tell us about it. Hancock Holiday Nights.
Hancock Holiday Nights. So when we were talking about it, we wanted to bring something to the community that would be festive and something different than other events that are going on at this time of the year. Obviously, keeping safety in mind. We still have COVID out there, so we wanted to make sure that we are safe with our visitors. And so it's largely outdoors. And the beautiful thing about Hancock Shaker Village outside at night is, first of all, we don't do it. It's that gorgeous sky up above, right? That beautiful winter starry sky. And you're walking out into our village. That's all, your path is illuminated by candlelight. So we've got candle-lit lanterns along the path to guide you to where you're going. And we partnered with the wonderful, imaginative artist, Joe Wheaton.
We were singing his praises before we went on air, and we will continue to sing his praises.
I mean, as a human being, he's just wonderful, right?
Yes.
And feels so much a part of our team now that we've worked so closely together. He definitely understands the mission of Hancock Shaker Village and bringing Shakerism to life, but doing it in a way that explores the creativity of the Shakers. And so what he did with us was he created these wonderful projections that are using the historic architecture of our buildings. So some of them are projected onto the buildings. Some of them are projected within the buildings.
Oh, so cool.
It's just stunning. And we actually consider our roundstone barn to be somewhat of a sacred space for us. It feels very much like a cathedral when you're walking in. And so the projections he's done in there are just transformative. And we get to do something that not many people get to do, and we get to be a farm, and we get to bring to life the animals of the nativity, which you'll find inside the roundstone barn. So as you stroll through the village, you'll get to go into two of our historic buildings, our poultry house and our roundstone barn, but really the pinnacle for me is the roundstone barn.
Yes, those are the pictures that I've seen.
Yes.
And so the artist Joe Wheaton, for those that don't know, he does these art light projections onto the sides of buildings. He's known, we recently used his expertise and wonderfulness in the Berkshire Lightskates project on the side of the Colonial Theater building.
Yes.
And this is one of my favorite Joe Wheaton stories. He asked for photos of Pittsfield. I gave him some photos of Pittsfield that were decent photos. He transformed them into these works of art. So I went and saw the installation and I said, Joe, those aren't my photos. Like, you made them into pieces of art. So, and they weren't just, of course, they weren't my photos.
Right.
They were our cultural Pittsfield's photos. Downtown Pittsfield Inc. gave us photos. So he is really a magician.
He really
just
is.
Transforms light projections into these beautiful works of art. So whenever you see his name associated with any exhibit or art or event, go.
Exactly. And I think that what you'll find, and I'm sure that you found it as well, is we too went through our archives. So we had our librarian go through our archives and find these wonderful images of Shakers through the years, celebrating the holidays, celebrating Christmas, celebrating just being in the wintertime and sledding and all sorts of things. And so he used those in some of his projections. But what I was going to say is everybody who visits will have a somewhat different experience because of the way in which he creates his video montages and the images that he uses, and so artistic. Within the roundstone barn, it's very to me, it's a little bit like stained glass. It's a little bit like Christmas ribbon candy. I mean, it's just the colors that he uses. Outside, the images you've seen on social media on the roundstone barn, some of them you can understand what it is. You might see a large chicken walking across the roundstone barn, which is quite unusual. And then on our 1910 barn, which is just a little bit past the roundstone barn, it's almost like a drive-in movie with family photos of Shakers through the years. It's quite inspiring.
It's so inspirational.
Yes.
Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. And this week we have Carolyn McDaniel, the Director of Communications and Marketing from Hancock Shaker Village here, telling us all about Hancock Holiday Nights, a new winter holiday night event inspired by this unique architectural village. It opened December 2nd, and it runs 3 nights a week through December 29th. I also love that you're doing things post-Christmas, because sometimes it's so hectic leading up to Christmas that you can't find time to do all of these wonderful things. And so after, you take a little breather.
Right.
And then you go see Hancock Holiday Nights.
Right. Well, my daughter is a freshman. Actually, I should call her a first year. She goes to Smith, and there's no men at Smith, so they don't call themselves freshmen.
Oh, I like that.
So they are first years. So she's a first year Smithy, and she won't get out of school. She won't be home until the weekend before Christmas. And so in order to bring her to Hancock Holiday Nights, she's got to come after Christmas. So, that's the week that so many families are together. It's, to your point, post-holiday, so post most of the parties or most of the obligations or school or whatever. And you have a little bit of breathing time. And I think that coming to this program, it offers you that time and space as well.
Yes.
There's quiet solitude as you're walking across the village that is wonderful in this hectic holiday mayhem that we all love. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of it, we have transformed our Believers Room, which is adjacent to our cafe, into a little bit of like a social gathering. We've got a fire pit outside. We've got an area where you can do some arts and crafts with your family. We've got wishing trees in our timber frame so you can write a wish. You can have a cocktail and just kind of wind down and just appreciate all that the holidays are.
Yes, very, very festive. I love the description because it tells everything. And like whoever wrote this, Carolyn, probably you, it says it all in one sentence. Art like light projections by artist Joe Wheaton, holiday music, live animals, including donkeys, cows, and sheep in the barn, shaker miniatures, and other surprises make this lantern-lit stroll one of mystery, magic, and wonder.
Exactly.
I love it. And again, this event is called Hancock Holiday Nights, and it started in the beginning of December, runs through the 29th for 3 nights a week. HancockShakerVillage.org is the place to go for more information and tickets. And you are recommending that people get tickets ahead of time.
We are. Now, we understand people make those decisions a little bit closer in. They have an eye to the weather or whatever is going on. But we do recommend making your decision in advance so that, number one, you can get the tickets that you want. They are timed entrances. So it just helps with your planning, and it helps with our planning as well. Yes, go to the website, select your day and time, anywhere between 5 and 8. I would plan on at least 45 minutes there in order to really see everything and have that sort of quiet time to yourself.
Yes, yes. So let's talk about Hancock Shaker Village and many of the culturals around Pittsfield and the Berkshires and how you pivoted so nicely during the pandemic to rethink the way you do things, including time tickets. Now, That's a silver lining. I call it a silver lining of the pandemic. These timed entrances and getting tickets online, because we hope that that kind of thing continues into the future.
Exactly. I think you are absolutely right. So many businesses, ourselves included, have made some changes because we had to. But what it did was it just accelerated changes we should have been making already. Mm-hmm. So yes, the time ticketing, we don't do that all year long. We didn't need to do that this summer, but certainly for our busier times. When we have baby animals in the spring, it's likely we will have some sort of time ticketing come back. And certainly for this, it does. It helps us with our planning, and it helps the visitors really come at a time when they don't have to wait in line that long. We know those are the spaces that you get closer to each other than really you want to be at this point in time. We do have the wonderful benefit of our large, expansive farm.
Yes.
And so during the pandemic, certainly we're still going through it, but during the height of it, we had plenty of spaces that we were able to make one-way traffic in and out. We certainly have buildings that you can go into, and we have masking requirements as per the Board of Health in those spaces. But really strolling through the farm, you can really separate yourselves from other groups.
Mm-hmm. That is definitely true at Hancock Shaker Village. Village. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We are on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. And this week we have Carolyn McDaniel, the director of Communications and Marketing from Hancock Shaker Village on. We're talking all about Hancock Holiday Nights at the Village this holiday season. The first of this event, the first season of this event. And so far it's gone...
So far it's gone really well. I mean, with any new endeavor like this, you learn so much as soon as you open the doors. And we were very excited. I mean, at almost, I would say, within 20 minutes of announcing we were doing it, we had our first ticket sales. So it was something that people wanted to do. People wanted to come, and they wanted to see our village in the wintertime. And so certainly we'll have a meeting later this afternoon to ask ourselves, is there anything we want to do for the next several nights that we can just enhance what we've got going on? And definitely in January, we'll be talking about next year, because we want this to grow into something that is fond for families and for individuals out here. We know we've had first dates there. We know we've had big family groups coming as their way to celebrate. We know we've had businesses come as an alternative holiday party for their company. So we want to see, what can we do next year to enhance what has already become really just an enjoyable tradition.
Yes. And how was your summer season this year?
We were able to, once the travel restrictions eased a bit, we saw our visitors coming back, and they came back definitely to see the art installations that we had, that most of them have now closed at the end of the season, but also just to enjoy the farm. It was, again, as we talked about earlier, a great way to be outside and be in a historic place, a museum, be able to really appreciate everything that is so wonderful about the Berkshires.
Yes, absolutely. I think the Berkshires kind of exploded over the last 18 to 24 months with visitors, but also with new residents.
I agree.
People are flocking here to get out of the city, and they came here during COVID, kind of when working remotely, and a lot of them decided to stay, which is an amazing thing. And we've known it for years, those of us that have lived here, but it was happy to see that other people are learning about the beauty of the Berkshires, and we hope that they stay and enjoy all that we have to offer for sure. The Love Pittsfield campaign and website has been going very, very well. We unveiled this about a month ago now. And we have a new website, lovepittsfield.com, where we have things like Hancock Holiday Nights listed. But we, this year, have a section just for holiday events, because we are finding that there are many holiday events. Hancock Holiday Nights, of course, is one of them. White Christmas at Berkshire Theater Group is another one. And Arrowhead is doing special events for the holidays. So we're so happy to highlight those. The Shindy, Holiday Shindy, is coming up on December 11th, which is Saturday, December 11th. That's going to be at the Zion Lutheran Church. And there is a vendor fair at BBE, say that 5 times fast, BBE Office Interiors on East Street every Saturday leading up to Christmas. So all of that stuff and more is listed on the Love Pittsfield website. We encourage you to go there for your events. And if anyone has an event happening in Pittsfield, please let us know, because we want to let other people know, and we will list it for free on our Love Pittsfield website. We also have stickers to display in your business and all kinds of good things. And we have a hashtag Love Pittsfield that we've been using often, and we're seeing other entities use it as well. So it's all about the love.
It is all about the love.
Right? Especially during this holiday season.
Right.
And there's so many opportunities to shop local. Downtown Pittsfield Inc. does a really good job in a campaign about shopping local. Before you think of buying something online, think of a local place where you might be able to get it. And often there are local places where you don't think about it. And So shop local, shop local, shop local, now more than ever, of course, and go get takeout or go out downtown or in other places. La Fogata is on Tyler Street. All of Pittsfield has these amazing places to eat. So now more than ever, we're encouraging you to do that, of course. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the Director of the Office of Cultural Development, and we have Carolyn McDaniel here, the Director of Communications and Marketing for Hancock Shaker Village. We are talking about Hancock Holiday Nights, 15 wonder-filled nights throughout the month of December, 3 times a week at Hancock Shaker Village. Hancock Holiday Nights at Hancock Shaker Village. These are all, why am I choosing the tongue twisters today? So tell us, how did this whole thing come about? Were you just all sitting around and someone said, aha?
We have been thinking about it for some time. We thought, what could we do? We wanted to. So I referenced baby animals a couple of times. That is so signature for us, and so we wanted to create another signature event and something that really embraced our property in the way that that people come to love us, and really pay homage to Shakerisms and the people who built it. And so I was speaking with Jennifer Trainer Thompson, our director. She asked me to sort of think about it and what it could be. We engaged with Joe Wheaton. The 3 of us walked around the property, and we just all were inspired by what it could be. And certainly playing on the property itself, that sort of lantern light stroll, being outside as much as you can, having peeks into our historic buildings, paying homage to the Shakers, and doing it in an artfully inspired way that is unlike anything you'll ever see anywhere else, really. And then having a bit of that tradition at the end with the bonfire and the cocktails and just sort of the relaxing family time. We wanted it to be multi-sensory as well. That was important to us. So it's visual. It's audio. In each space where there's projections, we have music that we feel enhances it. And I used to work in the fragrance business, so I engaged with Scentbridge, which is a local company that brings fragrance into spaces. And so in 3 of our spaces, you will also have a little bit of an aroma that either enhances the space or makes you remember something a little bit differently.
Wow. So let's talk more about this.
Yes.
This is multi-sensory indeed.
It is.
So what is the local company that you just referenced?
It's called Scentbridge, and they are based in South Hadley, I believe, and they also have offices in Connecticut. I know them through my former employer, Yankee Candle, and so I talked to them about what we were trying to do and what we were trying to accomplish. They came to the site. We talked about different fragrances and what would work in different spaces. And so in one space you have the scent that would remind you of the fresh cut greens of the holidays. In one space we have a little bit of a mysterious kind of the holiday magic, if you will, something that you can't quite put your finger on, but it smells wonderful. Oh. And then in the 3rd space is all the yummy goodness of a holiday kitchen, if you will.
Oh. This is brilliant, right? The scent,
yes.
The scent. So what do you call that, a scent installation?
I would guess that would be a scent installation, yes.
Wow,
yes.
That's amazing. I guess I never even thought of that. And maybe I've been somewhere where that was happening and I didn't know it because it's so... part of the
exactly.
Part of the
Often
exhibit.
You'll walk into some place, whether it's a hotel or a resort or something like that, and you can't put your finger on it, but there's something that makes you feel good when you walk in there, and it's often that underlying fragrance that you don't even know it's there.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yes.
Oh, that makes me happy and a little hungry. Oh, it's because you talked about that. The last scent that we talked about was the holiday kitchen. Yes. Oh, yeah. Once again, this is the Cultural Pittsfield Radio Show. We're so happy to be on WTBR 89.7 FM. My name is Jen Glockner. I'm the director of the Office of Cultural Development for the City of Pittsfield. We have Carolyn McDaniel here this week, Director of Communications and Marketing for Hancock Shaker Village, talking all about Hancock Holiday Nights. Hancock Holiday Nights. It's 15 wonder-filled nights throughout the month of December, 3 times a week. So give me the dates, the nights of the week.
Yeah, it's Thursday through Sunday. So
Thursday through Sunday. That's easier to say.
Yeah. Thursday through Sunday, the weekends before Christmas, so the 9th through the 12th, the 16th through the 19th, and then it's the last 3 days after Christmas, the 27th through the 29th. So great Christmas gifts if you want to put something under the tree and bring your favorite person to Hancock Holiday Nights after Christmas. We also, to your point earlier about shopping locally, our gift shop is open during Hancock Holiday Nights, so another great place for inspiring gifts.
That's great. Let's talk about your gift shop a little bit because people aren't aware that it's there. Your gift shop and the Berkshire Museum gift shops are really good gift shops.
They're really
people,
good.
I mean, I go sometimes to the Berkshire Museum gift shop without going to the museum because it's so amazing. So what can people find in your gift shop?
So you can shop in our gift shop when we are not open. We will be open every night for Hancock Holiday Nights. And then other opportunities, just call us and you can make an appointment to come and visit or see if the shop keeper will be in there. What you can find in there are certainly Shaker-inspired gifts, but also just artisanal gifts, crafty gifts, things that are made by the interpreters who work in our village. So we have wonderful, Shaker oval boxes that you can buy for somebody. We've got a wonderful assortment of books and toys and beautiful jewelry. I've actually bought quite a few pieces of the jewelry as gifts for some of my friends and family. And McRae's caramels.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a lovely Advent calendar, which you're already up to. What is today's date?
I don't even know what today's date.
Right?
8. So you'd eat 8 in a row.
On day one, you're really going to enjoy.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, so wonderful things in there, and things you're not going to find them in the mall, certainly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, that is a great point. If you are going to Hancock Holiday Nights, or if you want to call and make an appointment, check out the gift shop because that is a good way to shop local for sure. We have a couple more minutes left, so let's just go over again what people can experience during Hancock Holiday Nights.
Sure. Well, when you go in, you'll enter through our timber frame, which normally it gives you that wonderful, beautiful view of the village right from the get-go. We have a gorgeous lighting display in there. We're calling it our timber frame of wishes, and we have 2 large trees where you can place your own wish for your family there. It's a great photo opportunity. And then you'll enter through our gift shop, exit out into the village. Right in front of you, as soon as you exit out into the village, snap a photo on your cell phone of the trees in front of you, and you will see magic reveal itself, because that is our first our first Joe Wheaton installation is right there, and the camera picks it up in a way that the eye doesn't.
Okay,
it's
that's
wonderful. You'll stroll the lantern light stroll. You'll go into what is our poultry house. For those of you who have never been to Hancock Shaker Village, it doesn't look like a hen house, so don't be surprised. It's a beautiful brick building. Walk in there and you'll see the way the Shakers celebrated Christmas. We've got a beautiful vignette in there and some wonderful Shaker music in there. Go a little bit further. Our roundstone barn on the exterior has this wonderful projection by Joe Wheaton that is a little bit of Shakerism, a little bit of art, a little bit of holiday. Go inside. You'll see the animals of the Nativity. You'll see this another Joe Wheaton art projection in there. Wonderful music. You'll go a little bit beyond beyond that to our 1910 barn with our final Joe Wheaton projection on the 1910, kind of like a drive-in movie theater, if you will.
Ooh, I love that.
And then meet everybody back by the fire, by a fireside chat, see some Shaker miniatures. We are accepting donations of mittens, hats, and coats for the Berkshire Community Action Council. If you'd like to bring them, you can bring them there. Have a little cocktail, do a little craft, and just enjoy your time.
That
and
sounds
sniff a lot.
lovely.
Yes.
And sniff, yeah, the scent installations also sound amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Carolyn McDaniel, the Director of Communications and Marketing from Hancock Shaker Village, talking about Hancock Holiday Nights. All of the information is on hancockshakervillage.org, hancockshakervillage.org, and all of the holiday events happening in Pittsfield are on lovepittsfield.com. Again, lovepittsfield.com. We wish everyone a happy holiday season during this crazy time of year. We hope that you sit back and breathe a little bit and enjoy the wonder-filled Hancock holiday nights and all of the other holiday happenings in the Berkshires. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you.